Hi, I'm Dave Arfa.
And I'm Janet Arfa. Our story begins in October of 2014 when Dave was diagnosed with bile duct cancer. He had bile duct cancer is in the liver, and his was a rare form. It was located in the hilar region, which made it a rare form of bile duct cancer. One day, the team of doctors came in, and I could tell by the looks on their faces that it was not good news. And when they left, I went out to the hall to talk with them, and they told me that Dave was very, very critical, but they were not going to give up on him. And it also was not time yet to call the family in, but that he was critical. So a little while later, our son came up to the hospital, and I told him what was happening, and I called our rabbi, Rabbi Zimmerman from Chabad. And he told me to come over to the house and we would talk. When Dave and I lived in California for 29 years, we were very involved with our synagogue. We were conservative Jews. When we moved to Tucson, we became secular Jews for various reasons. And eventually, we found Chabad, and we found our Jewish home with Rabbi Zimmerman and his wonderful wife, Mushki. So I went to his home, and we talked, and he told me, Janet, I pray for David 3 times a day. The community is praying for him. I know your friends are praying for him. You and your children are praying for him. But he said, I don't know what else we can do unless you're willing to write a letter to the Rebbe. So I did write a letter to the Rebbe telling him everything about how wonderful Dave is, what a wonderful husband he has been, what a wonderful father and grandfather he is. He's wonderful to my mother. He sees her and looks at her like his own mother. The rabbi asked me if I fasted Yom Kippur, and I was embarrassed to tell him no, I don't, but he asked me if I'd be willing to. So I did fast, and I have continued to fast at Yom Kippur. And do I like Shabbos candles? And again, I said I was really embarrassed to tell him that, it's hit and miss. I really don't all the time. If the kids come for dinner on Shabbos, I like candles, or at the holidays. So I started lighting. My other commitment was that I would light candles every Friday night. I also gave up doing laundry on Shabbos. I no longer do bookwork or clean the house on Shabbos. Not that we're, that observant, but these were commitments that I made, and I have continued to make. Well, interestingly enough, a few hours later, when I got back to the hospital, Dave was smiling. And this was the first time I had seen him smile in weeks, and he was not in as much pain as before. Coincidentally, his surgeon, who had been out of town for 3 weeks, just happened to have popped in right before I got there and reassured Dave that he was going to be okay and that they were not going to be doing any surgery. Last Wednesday, we saw his oncologist and told him that he is indeed a miracle and that he is now officially in remission. And we are going to be able to celebrate our 50th anniversary this coming July. We are truly blessed.
It was truly a miracle, and while I don't remember all the little details of being in the hospital all the time that I was, I appreciated the miracle and made my own commitments also. My first commitment was in eating, making sure that I didn't eat any treif, and then little by little, as time goes by, try to continue to improve on being a Jewish person. And not only that, I am the really lone Kohen of our congregation, and I take that as something that's very important for me to commit to being there for all the occasions when I can bless the congregation and have aliyahs, and feel very fortunate, and thank God and thank the Rebbe.
And that's our story.